Welcome to the Sunday Sample for Corporate Worship Matters. I'm Malcolm Cox, and this is a 7-part series based on an article I read in Worship Musician magazine. The link is in the show notes. It's an article by Jon Nicol, and I've printed it off here, and I'm going to read some excerpts over the next few weeks and then discuss some issues that can help our churches to sing better, because the article is entitled 6 Mistakes That Prevent or Keep Your Church from Singing. And I know we all want our church to sing effectively and worshipfully. So I must admit where I am, some of the times when I'm with my churches, they sing well and sometimes not so well. And I found this article to be a helpful filter or checklist for me to think about how I'm leading worship and how I'm promoting the ideas of worship. So, because when the churches don't sing, I don't want to berate them, and I don't want to bully individuals into singing. That's not the point. I think there is a better way, and I think you'll find these 6 tips and the 7th summary we'll do at the end helpful. I hope you do. And not all of these may apply to your situation, but I think it's worth using them to review the areas which might be hindering your church and mine from fully embracing and enjoying all of what corporate musical worship has to offer. So over the next 6 weeks, we'll take each one in turn, tease them apart, and think about their application. I'd love to know what you think. Now, on to today's episode. Our 5th issue is called, Can I Please Sit Down Now? I like this. Let me quote from the article. There's a culture and expectation in some churches that the musical portion of the worship service lasts for 30, 40, or even 50 minutes. For most churches, that's too long. But unfortunately, too many worship leaders assume that an extended singing time is the only way that the church can fully express corporate worship. The pace and length of our sets matter. When it drags on, people shut down and stop singing. Our weekend services aren't meant to supply a full week's worth of worship for our congregation. Leave them wanting more. What a key element that is. They have the next 6 days to continue worshipping. Yes, we don't have to pack it all in one super huge mega plate banquet and then they get overfed and then not fed enough during the week. I think this is important. There's a place in my congregation. We tend to sing 3 songs, sometimes 4 at the beginning. There's a place for that. There's a place for fewer songs. There's a place for more, a time for more. We did a service 2 years ago where we had most of the song service, the majority of what happened in the service was singing. That was okay as a one-off, I think, but not too often. So how do you decide how long to sing for, and perhaps how long to sing for standing up, sitting down? Do you vary that? Perhaps that's something to think about. Standing for some songs, sitting for some songs, standing up again might be helpful to break things up a bit in that way. I haven't tried that yet in one set. I think I might do that soon. I need to put that in my diary. But how do you manage this? In our congregations, some of our younger people want to stand up longer. Some of our older members, of which I'm becoming one now, these days, might like to sit down after not too many songs. How do we balance these things? I'd like to know what you're doing and what you think. So what did you think of what we talked about today? I'd love to know your thoughts. So please leave a comment anywhere you hear or see this recording. Leave it in public so that we can learn from each other, because we learn best when we learn in community. If you can think of anybody who might benefit from this, please pass the link on to them. Leave us a review, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a review wherever you get your podcasts from, and it would be wonderful. And I do pray that the next time you gather together with all your friends to worship our great God, it will be a time of great, encouraging worship, worshiping the Lord with joy and great exaltation. Take care and God bless.